One of the best advice Alex Hormozi gave to all the business owners is just focus on the constraint of the business, just solving that constraint instead of improving any other area. For example, if the constraint is taking the $2,000 per day ad spend to $10,000 or $100,000, and if this constraint is stopping you, then just solve that constraint instead of improving any other things. For example, if you own a cleaning business and you are doing great, everything is great, just your constraint is hiring the good cleaners who knows English and who are trustable and who is ready to pay, who is ready to work at $15 per hour rate. So if that's the constraint and if that's the thing, if you know that if you hire 5,000 more cleaners, then you will be able to make this business a $500 million business. Okay, if you know that, and so that's the constraint that is stopping you from going from $50 million to $500 million, and this is the only constraint. Okay, that's supply constraint. This is the only constraint. And instead of focusing on this thing, you just ask everyone that what should I do to improve my business? What should I change my model? Should I change my subscription? Should I increase my price? Should I increase my marketing? Should I increase my brand? Should I increase my logo? Sorry, should I improve my logo? You ask many things. You just wonder about everything. You go look out for everything to improve in a business rather than the constraint, solving the constraint. Okay. So don't, if you know the constraint, if you know the constraint and without solving that constraint, you are doing any other things in a business, then you are just throwing hammer in your foot. You are just beating yourself. Okay, it's like distraction. Okay, the mind says that if you face that constraint, then it is not comfort. It is not in its comfort. So that's why mind and you are looking for other things because you think that the other thing doesn't have a lot of problems. So let's do that. Let's do the new path. Let's do this thing. Let's improve this thing, improve that thing. But if you don't focus on anything, any other thing, you just focus on solving that constraint. Let's suppose in the cleaning business you have the supply constraint. If you just solve that without doing any fancy thing, you will be able to multiply the money that you have right now. So don't be fancy. Don't look for, if you know what to do, like if you know what constraint to solve, just give your and your all team's energy into one thing to solving that instead of going after many other things and solving, because this is the illusion of mind and illusion of yourself, that you are distracted from that constraint and you are scared from that constraint, that this is the problem and I don't want to face it. I don't want to face this constraint, so I will be doing other things. I will be distracted with many other things. So don't do that. Just focus on the constraint. Like if my constraint is that if I just solve the product, if I just solve the service that I am giving to my clients, then my business will become stickier. If that's my constraint, and I'm looking to improve my marketing, I'm looking to improve my social media, Instagram, then it will not gonna help me. So that's the reason, first solve the constraint that is stopping you from growth. If my constraint is sales, then just solve the sales constraint, solve it one by one, and just keep on going. Don't distract yourself. Don't distract yourself from the constraint. Keep your eyes on that constraint and keep your focus on that constraint itself. That's the takeaway. It's, let me summarize the video in one line. Just solve the constraint of the business instead of doing new things. Instead of improving the new things, first solve the constraint, then move to other things. That's it.